Welcome to a demonstration of WindowBook's Multijob Freight Planner. This is part of the Planalyzer freight planning tool that is part of that Mail Toolbox. I am Lloyd Moss, Vice President of Premier Client Solutions. This capability was developed to make it easier for mailers to do their freight planning based on the jobs they are planning to ship on a given day, rather than doing it one job at a time. Mailers that dropship multiple jobs in the same day but only optimize individual jobs are leaving money on the table, possibly a lot. By pooling jobs together to determine the best entry points, mailers can save money and provide their clients with better delivery service. Before I demonstrate the Multijob Freight Plan feature of Mail Toolbox, we will cover in more detail why you should pool your jobs when freight planning. I will provide the requirements for doing this pooling, focusing on what you can and cannot do with the feature. I'll then show you how multi-job pooled freight planning works and cover its options. The biggest reason most mailers will pool shipments is to get the biggest bang for the buck when drop shipping. The deeper you drop mail into the U.S. Postal Service processing network, the deeper the dropship discounts you can get. But frequently, this means shipping less mail to more places. The additional freight costs can offset these postage savings. So by pooling, you can avoid the extra costs of shipping too little mail to too many entry points to do entry deep into the U.S. Postal Service network. The weight or pallet count entry point minimums many logistics companies have often makes deep entry uneconomic. Not only does pooling often overcome this problem, but by helping mailers more cost-effectively dropship deeper into the U.S. Postal Service processing network, delivery performance can be improved. This is particularly important for time-sensitive mailings trying to hit particular in-home delivery dates. When creating a pool for entry optimization, you are leaving the mail on its original pallets. You are not co-palletizing. An important point is that all of the mail associated with a dropship destination must be available for shipment on the same day. If pooled entry ends up with 5 pallets going to Omaha on Wednesday, all 5 pallets have to be produced and they must be available for transportation on that same day. Another consideration is what kind of mail can you pool together. There are 3 constraints: postal regulations, logistics provider requirements, and potential limitations as to what WindowBook's mail may be able to do or not do. Logistics providers charge differently based on the density of their mail. For example, flats on pallets are much heavier per cubic foot than letters on pallets. A truck would reach its maximum weight with flats or catalogs long before it is filled up by letters and trays on pallets. This means the logistics provider will charge differently for each type of mail. This requires you to pool letters, flats, and catalogs separately for now. You can mix full service and non-full service mail in the same pool. Again, you have to be very careful not to mix jobs that cannot be shipped together due to differences in in-home delivery dates or the dates the mail will be available to ship. After you have run your freight plan on the pool with Planalyzer, you can update just the entry point data, review the entry points, and change their entry dates and other information like trailer numbers or fast appointment information, then update this data back to the original files. Or you can try running a different plan from a different table or use different settings options on the table you just used. Or if you don't like any of the results, you can just cancel without updating any of the original files. So much for the background information. Let's see how multi-job freight planning actually works. So let's take this new option for a spin. I'm going to go up to Toolbox menu, select Multi-Job Freight Planning. All right, we're going to pick a couple of jobs that we would like to pool together, and then we're going to press Process Entry Plan. Now it's going to take the data from the different jobs and it is going to take a little while, depending on how big the jobs are, to assemble all the data together, and then we'll be able to run our freight plan. Okay, so here we are at the freight plan. We will we'll go down to the SCF level. We're going to select our default freight table, and we are going to process. So in just a minute, we'll see what we have. Okay, so the Planalyzer has finished its freight plan determination, so let's take a look at it, see what we have. Okay, so what it's showing us here is that we have these pieces going to the NDCs and these other pieces going to these various SCFs, and these are actually showing us the possibilities. When we get to the end, we will actually see the actual the actual shipping plan. So you can see we have quite a few possibilities here. And let's get to the top of the final plan. And we can start to see all of the different entry points that we're going to be servicing here. So when we're all done, we say, yep, this is what I want. We can stop displaying the report, and now we can determine whether we want to simply update these entry points back to the original files, or we may be staggering the shipment of some of these entry points out over a few days, and maybe we'd like to modify the dates and some of the other information. So let's take a look at that. Some of you may recognize the view we're going to get as the mail schedule view. Difference being that we are actually working on the pool and not the individual files. So if, let's say, I wanted to schedule Des Moines for the 11th instead of the 10th, I can go in and change this to the 11th. Alright, I'm also going to have to make sure to change the in-home delivery date to something later than, I should probably move this up a bit. We do give you an alert if you do not move an existing in-home delivery date. You can't ship something and have an in-home delivery date as the same date or a prior date. You'll notice that we can also do some other types of things. We can put in some of the fast information, scheduler ID, appointment should be over here. We can also assign a trailer and stop number to this particular entry point. And when we click OK, that information is going to be updated. And when we're all done with our scheduling, we can click Update and Exit. Now it's updating the original files. So if we had not done that, we could have also said no, and it would have taken us back to do another freight plan. We could have chosen a different table or chosen different options, and we could have gotten that plan exactly the way we wanted it, and then we could do the update. Thank you for the time you took to view this video. I hope that you found it useful for understanding this important DatMail Toolbox capability that can help you save your customers lots of money and improve service performance on dropshipped mailings. If you'd like to learn more about DatMail Toolbox or have questions about this presentation, please email us at postalspecialist@windowbook.com. You may also call us toll-free at 1-800-524-0380 and schedule a personalized demonstration with your data that will show you how much money you might be leaving on the table. Thank you.